Right. Thank you very much, everybody, for today. Okay. As today is one of our milestones, okay, we've just hit over 101 subscribers. Thank you very much for all for doing this, and thank you very much for all your kind support as well. So let's get to this. Okay, so if we look carefully, what's really been happening, okay, but try and remember why it's happening, and I want to explain to you why it's not going to be continuing for the Indian markets. The Indian markets are going to fall further. I'll tell you why as well. So if you look carefully, okay, in the dollar index today, okay, the price went down, okay, but price went down, so that means the Nifty itself, price went up. So this particular zone, okay, is no longer a supply zone, okay? So we get rid of that zone, okay? This is now our demand zone at the bottom, okay? Our demand zone at the bottom, okay? And we'll just make it this big high, and then we'll see how the price reacts, okay? Our next demand zone that happened here, okay, if you look carefully, so now what we're going to do is follow the price, is just look at that wick. That's the demand zone. Price went into this area, hit back up, okay? If we look carefully at what really happened here, okay, price itself is now stuck in this zone. So if you look carefully, the sellers took power. Now the buyers have just entered this zone. So this is our demand zone. This is our supply zone. Okay. So the reason why I'm saying that the Indian markets are going to fall further, even though the dollar index is going weak a bit, if we look at our 10-year treasury bonds, you will see something really, really significant that's been happening on the daily. The dollar index, sorry, the US Treasury 10-year yield is starting to gain strength. Okay, it's starting to gain strength. So what this could possibly mean that the purchasing power is getting better. It has hit a particular zone. Okay, if we look from the weekly point of view, it hasn't gone above that black candle yet. Okay, so the black candle that we're after, okay, needs to be above this. This particular zone has to be gone over. If it goes into this zone, if the 10-year yield goes into this zone, this is telling you that the bank nifty and everybody else is going to be going up further down. Okay, it will be going further down. Okay, so expect a price reversal, okay, very soon, because it's hit this zone, retracement goes back into here. Okay, so if you are going to be in this market for quite some time, just be careful, because a lot of things could be going wrong, because at the moment we are in a supply zone. So supply zone here. Okay, so supply zone here. So this is telling you that the overall market itself, okay, could be going against you. Okay, just so price is reversing, but it isn't reversing properly. Okay, so even though the dollar index is showing weakness, okay, the 10-year treasury yield is still showing bullish momentum. Okay, we've had a good retrace. So price went down, hits a zone, price did not go further down. It took entry from the demand zone, and now it's going further to the top side. Okay, what we need to see is this particular area broken from the treasury bonds, because this will give you purchasing power. This will then tell the dollar index to go further into our top zone, okay, into our top zone. And from there, we could see a possible reversal of selling pressure from the dollar. Okay, this is also evident now if I show you what's been happening with the oil. The oil itself is starting to show rejection even on the weekly. Okay, so even though I marked this quite a while ago and my entry point has been quite some time ago, okay, the rejection is showing evident now. Okay, so the rejections are there, it's showing you that the reversals are going to be happening very soon. So be careful, okay, of this. As the war continues, this will be a lot more stronger. If you look from the daily's point of view, it is going from a supply zone into the demand zone. So it could be a reversal again. Okay, so in terms of what's been happening on the Euro USD, okay, try and understand what happened on the 1 hourly. Okay, I just recently draw this, okay, for your understanding of when market structure breaks on the hourly. Price went down. Price did not go further down, hits a zone, and then it starts to consolidate. Okay, the wick is telling you that the sellers are no longer in power. You got bullish momentum, price goes up, makes a short-term high, price goes back in, but it doesn't go into the demand zone. It is now within that short-term high. This particular candle breaks the short-term high, price retraces, then the trend continues. You must see this in whatever particular time frame that you're entering, that the short-term high or the short-term low must be broken. Then the price should go in the direction, then come back down, then continue. Okay, the demand zone is still valid because nothing has entered in the demand zone. Okay, price is going further up. Okay, so if we look at the main chart itself, so the main chart itself is showing you that the reversal is happening. However, I'm seeing this as a bigger reversal that's going to be happening. Okay, my Black Friday sales price, okay, is going to be invalidated very soon. Okay, it's going to be invalidated, and what I'm seeing is that price should be going down to at least here or below. So if we look from the weekly point of view, okay, because this is where all the liquidity is. Okay, price could go into this zone. Okay, the reason for that is look at where all the selling pressure stopped and the buying pressure happened. Okay, this is the lowest point where this particular Euro USD should be falling, then retracing, then going back. Okay, so if you look carefully what's happening within that zone, price went down, hits a zone, consolidates, comes back up, then shoots back up. Okay, we're seeing that kind of reaction very soon. Okay, so my overall target for this is to clear these stop zones. This is where all the liquidity is. Then the true trend will go, and the dollar itself, okay, and the euro then eventually will go back up. Okay, so watch this out. So in terms of Nifty, okay, Nifty itself is showing weakness and showing some strength, but overall trend is down. Overall trend is down. So this is telling you, okay, that the price is going to go up very soon, but the high chance of a reversal because more sellers present than the buyers. If we look at from Bank Nifty point of view, okay, on the daily, okay, overall trend is bearish. Okay, look at from the hourly point of view, our short-term high was broken. So remember, this gap has not been filled yet. So what this means is where the price started and where it went, At this moment in time, it's nearly filled. Okay, it hasn't been filled yet, so I'm expecting the price to go up to here. Okay, then the retracement to the downside. Okay, so if I look at from a daily point of view, okay, price within the next 2 days should do that, hits that zone, then basically goes back down. I think Mr. Gyan said about Eastcourts quite a while ago. Let's see what happened with that. Okay, and let's see what's happening with this particular one itself. Okay, so when I marked this on the 13th. Right. This is what I'm trying to tell you about. Okay, when market structure breaks, okay, you need to see clear evidence. This market structure has not broken yet since the 13th of December last year. So if the trade isn't available, so when I say to you, okay, hold the trade for as long as you can, this has not gone into sell for over 3 months. It's within its range until it breaks that blue line and then does a retracement. Okay, you should not be entering the East Coast ones. Okay, and the weekly, okay, it hasn't even broken it. Okay, on the monthly, okay, it is showing you higher possibilities of a reversal, but this breakup structure has not been broken yet. That short-term low hasn't been broken. Okay, so sometimes you've got to wait until the opportunity comes to you, then enter. Don't just enter anywhere. Okay, anybody got any questions? Anybody want any charts to be analyzed as well?
So please analyze the support and demand zone on Bank Nifty.
Bank Nifty.
Yes, especially on the entry and exit.
Okay.
Can you?
We'll do that. Okay. And the background noise, whoever it is, can you put yourself on mute, please?
Okay, sir. Okay.
So if we look at from a 1 hour point of view, so let's look at from the daily first. Okay. So daily itself is showing you quite a few different zones. Okay. So price is going down, hits this zone. Okay. That's our first zone. So let's make it easier for you guys. So price did not go above here. Okay. Price then afterwards makes a lower low. And this is telling you that the retracement happened, but it failed. So the selling pressure is continuing. Okay. Price makes another low. Did not break that. Okay. This is telling you more selling pressure is coming. Okay. This is telling you now more selling pressure is coming. Okay. Then now what we will do is we'll look at what's happened on the hourly on this particular. So price did not go above here. However, price isn't going below here at the moment. So at this moment, that's our demand zone. So we'll change that. So that's our demand zone, the blue zone at this moment. Okay, that particular zone is the supply zone. So the price is between those two within the 1 hour zone. Okay, look at what I said to you about that short-term high or that imbalance needs to be filled. Okay, at this moment, okay, you're not seeing any potential reversals happen because it's going into the supply zone. Okay, if we now look at from the 5-minute point of view, okay, the 5 minutes showing you that the selling pressure is more than the buying pressure. These candles are now starting to become weaker. if you look at how the movement started, okay, we have big momentum continuing, okay, momentum continuing. So remember what I said to you last time. A momentum candle is a big body with small wicks. That's got volume. That's got volume. That's got volume. Volume, volume, volume. Then we had an indecision. Volume continues. Then it stopped. Now it retraces. Then it's aggression. It's in the supply zone, and now the sellers take them out. One candle takes that guy out. Now they're going back into it. Okay. So what you need to see is price to go from here, then start to see down, because price itself will try and go around about 50% of the supply zone, then it starts to retrace. Okay, so in terms of that, so your entry point could be around about here. Okay, but remember, you must see it evident. Okay, the candle itself is becoming weakened. Okay, so if we now look at from the line chart, okay, the line chart is still showing up, but we haven't seen that peak formation. Okay, that mountaintop formation. Okay, if we now look at from a minute point of view, okay, we've seen a small mountaintop, then continuation. So it has broken that high. So it's going in the uptrend, but however, it is likely to become weakened. So as long as it doesn't go above that mountaintop, okay, that peak, okay, you'll see that the reversal will happen very soon. On the 1 hourly, okay, you're seeing that it's not really happening much. Okay, so let's see here. Right, so even if we look from the daily point of view, okay, the daily isn't showing that the weakness is going. So it's hit the zone and is in the supply zone. So wait for the reversal to happen, then enter. Okay, wait for it to happen, and then you'll see the reversal. Okay, this is telling you straight away that the price is start to go smaller. The candles again smaller. Okay, so my target would be to hit that zone, that black zone. If it does, then the reversal will happen. Okay, otherwise you're going to stay here for a long time. Okay, daily isn't showing you much. Okay, but however, it is in an uptrend because of reversal, but the overall trend is down. Okay, does that make sense, Mr. Imran?
Yes, yes, of course. Understood that. But I have a query in 5 minutes time frame. If the
Right.
reversal is
At this
coming
moment,
from
okay, don't worry
five
about the 5 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
Right. The
So
reason why I'm saying don't worry about the 5 minute is if you're not able to understand the hourly, the 5 minute will
yes.
whiplash you both ways.
Okay.
Anybody else got any other chart to analyze, please? Nobody? Okay, so let's try a different one then. Let's try Grasim. So overall on Grasim, if you look at the daily, okay, the reversal is just happening. Okay, price went from downtrend and started to go uptrend, but if you now look carefully, the candle isn't really bullish. There isn't much force behind it. Okay, overall trend is down. Okay, but this particular area, from here hasn't been broken. That's the short-term high. That short-term high must be broken before a trend can be established. Okay, price reversed, made a top, did not go above that. Now price is starting to reverse. So we do have our demand zone because price did not go below here. Price also re-entered with a wick and it started to go up. Okay, but it needs to break that. So if we now look at it from a, so we'll just make a supply zone at the top. So remember the supply zone from here was from the wicks because the wicks did not go above. Okay, so our supply zone is here, our demand zone is here, and from the hourly, okay, look what's happened within that zone. Okay, price did not go above here, price went up, did not go past that zone itself. Okay, price did not go below that, above that area. Now look at the trend reversal. The trend is starting to go in the opposite direction. It is making lower lows. If the next candle and on the 1 hourly becomes a lower low, okay, you will see a reversal. At this moment, okay, this is going lower, lower, but we need to make a lower for the trend to be confirmed. If we now look from the 5-minute point of view, the price is just descending. Price is just going down, 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 down. Okay. If you want to make your lovely wedges, okay, you can. Okay. Look at what's happening from that area. Price did not go below here. We'll mark it as there. Price needs to go and do something within that zone. Okay. Price is being squeezed out. Okay. So in the 5-minute chart or even on the minute chart, okay, look at a price is being squeezed out. Okay, price is not going above this zone. Okay, so if you want to just adjust a few things, you can. Okay, but overall, okay, price itself isn't going above that zone. Plus, it's not going below this zone. Okay, so it's being wedged out. Okay, patterns I don't really like, okay, for various reasons, okay, but if you guys want to trade patterns, okay, that is your style. Okay, look at how this is happening and then see what happens when it goes out of this zone. So as long as it goes below that green candle, this will show you that the selling pressure will be continuing. Okay, right, any questions on Grasim?
Yes, sir.
Yes. What is your question?
So, अगर इसे price, yes, sir. Means I'm asking that अगर इसको कल ऊपर जाना है या means below जाना है तो क्या हम कैसे इसको guess कर सकते हैं सर?
Right. आप ग्रासिम के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं या कोई और स्टॉक के बारे में?
मैं बेसिक अभी जनरली मैं ग्रासिम के पूछ रहा हूँ सर.
राइट, ओके. तो अगर ये देखो, राइट, ये है हमारा जो सोचो हमारा रेजिस्टेंस है. ओके, अगर इस जगह को तोड़ के, ओके, थोड़ा रिट्रेसमेंट के बाद, ओके, ये येलो जोन पर जाए तो उसका मतलब है बाइंग प्रेशर ज्यादा है. लेकिन अगर ये लाइन नहीं तोड़ा, ओके, ये है हमारा शॉर्ट टर्म हाई. ओके, इसके ऊपर ना अगर जा ना सका, ओके, तो वो नीचे जाएगा. ओके, तो ये नेक्स्ट आवर और नेक्स्ट 4 आवर्स को आपको पता चल जाएगा, ओके, क्या होने वाला है. ओके, लेकिन ये लाइन बहुत जरूरी है. ओके, क्योंकि अगर यहाँ पे देखो, ओके, यहाँ पे देखो क्या हुआ. ओके, प्राइस इसके ऊपर नहीं गया. ओके, प्राइस नीचे तरफ गया फिर बुलिश मोमेंटम,
जी सर,
लेकिन वो जो लाइन उसको तोड़ ना सका, तो इसका
जी सर,
मतलब है बाइंग प्रेशर कम हो रहा है। अगर बाइंग प्रेशर ओके कंटिन्यूस होता तो फोर्स के साथ ओके वो ऊपर जा सकता था, लेकिन नहीं गया,
यस
तो
सर,
इसका मतलब है सेलिंग प्रेशर ज्यादा है। तो ये लाइन ओके बहुत जरूरी है।
जी सर,
ओके, बात समझ आई?
थैंक जी
थैंक यू,
सर, जी सर, थैंक यू सर।
गुड, राइट। So if we look at now pie industries, so first of all, let's look at from the daily. Okay, if we look carefully at what's been happening here, okay, on the daily, okay, selling pressure continuing, buying pressure up, selling, selling, selling. This is now aggression buying, okay, forceful entries, okay. So this is telling you overall the selling pressure is going to be, so the buying pressure is going to be dying out, okay. This is our demand zone, okay. So this is our demand zone, okay. We'll make this temporarily our supply zone because price did not go above here, okay. If we now look at from the 1 hour point of view, okay, wick entry. Look at what happened here. Price went up, hits the zone, comes back down. Price goes from the demand zone into the area, but it hasn't taken that out. Okay, the wicks are now showing that the strength. So if you look carefully here, price went with force, good momentum, then it starts to go weak, weak, weak. So as long as it doesn't break this, if it breaks this, then it'll be buying pressure, but it looks like more likely to be selling pressure. So if you now look from the 5-minute point of view, okay, wick entry on the 5-minute is telling you that the sellers are now getting ready to take the buyers out, okay. And here, so if we now look from the 1-minute point of view, okay, buyers in, buyers taken out, forceful entry. Now we've got a long wick. Long wick on the 1-minute is telling you that the sellers are now taking control because they got everything from their base. Their selling pressure from the supply zone has been backed. Okay, so within the next 1 hour, you should see price to go to the downside. Okay, right. If we now look at PVR, okay, same thing. Okay, let's take these guys out. Daily price is going up, price went down, price goes up, price goes down, up, down. Okay, overall trend from the weekly, we could be classifying this as a consolidation, not making higher highs. Anybody got a question there?
No question.
Sir,
Yes,
your mother continue.
anybody question or no? Okay, right. So PVR on the weekly. Okay. So
Excuse me,
PVR
sir.
on the weekly. Okay. And Mr. Tarun, can you put yourself on mute, please? PVR on the weekly, it is showing, if you look carefully, it is an uptrend. However, it is not a good uptrend. So it's within that channel. Okay. price is within that channel. So if we now look from the daily point of view, okay, it is making significant highs. The channel has been produced, but there's nothing significant. So these kind of stocks or these kind of entries, you should stay away from, because you don't know which way it's going to go. It can go up or down, because it can go both ways. Okay. If we now look at I think Dr. Reddy. Dr. Reddy, if we now look from the daily, okay. Daily is showing you that, okay, yeah. Daily is showing you that the overall trend is coming to an end, okay. Price went down, price goes back up. This particular wick is not showing you good strength, okay. On the weekly, okay, on the weekly, it is showing you a good candle, but nothing significant. If we now look from the 1 hour point of view, okay, the 1 hour point of view, and I'll take this line off, okay, it is showing you reversal, okay. Price goes from this supply zone, goes back down, makes a very nice demand zone, okay, makes a very good demand zone from here. Price goes back up, makes another demand zone. Now the prices start to reverse. If this was a good zone, the buying pressure should continue, okay. The buying pressure is not continuing, okay. So if you want to do your trend lines, okay, do your trend lines and tell you that, okay, right, this is what's happening here, okay, and just draw it from the bottom of the trend line. So at the bottom of the wick, this is our little channel. Price did not go above that, and price did not go below that, but the overall trend is going down. So if we now look at this from the 5-minute point of view, okay, look how this is forming, okay. It's making lower lows, but it's not making significant lower lows, okay, right. So you've got to look at each chart on an individual basis, okay. We'll do one more, okay. We'll look at Tata Motors, right. Again, we're stuck. We are stuck. Wipro, okay. Wipro, we'll go to Wipro instead. Wipro, okay. Right. So if you look carefully what's happened, okay. So it's made a demand zone, but it's not making anything significant, okay. If we now look from the hourly point of view, okay, the reversal is happening, okay. It's because from the daily supply zone, okay, it took them out, goes into the weekly supply, and it's going further down. Overall trend on the monthly, okay, overall trend on the monthly, selling pressure, okay. This particular candle took a lot of people out, okay. On the weekly, it hasn't gone above our short-term high. So if we look at this particular zone, that's the short-term high, okay. Price has not gone above this zone, okay. Also, if you look at what price is doing at the moment, price is not going below this zone. So price is not going below this zone, even though my lines are a bit wonky. Yeah, so price is staying within that zone. So if you look from the daily point of view, it's neither here nor there. It's not going anywhere, okay? If we now look from the hourly point of view, the reversal is happening, But what we need to see as a clear indication, that's the short-term low. Price must go below here, do a retracement, then continue. Okay. Does this make sense to all of you guys now? Good, right. In the same way, start picking your right stocks. Don't just pick any stock. Pick the one that makes sense to you. Pick the one that's going to give you good advantages. If you are going to be picking the Nifty and the Bank Nifty, that'll be fantastic. Okay, but overall, your confidence level is getting better. Your chart analysis is getting better. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of progress from all individuals. Okay, those who are showing me their analysis, okay, it is absolutely fantastic. Okay, those who aren't, okay, please get your act together and do it better. Okay, the way to pick a stock really is how I'm doing randomly. Okay, just pick a random stock, okay, and see if it is in good momentum. So look at the overall trend on the daily, monthly, and weekly. If it is showing like how Wipro is here for good bearish, that is going to go bearish more further down. So look for those kind of candles. Okay, so this is telling you that the selling pressure is going to go. So if you do want to sell it, okay, sell it after a while. It'll be better for you guys. Okay, right. Thank you very much, everybody. Okay, once the recording is there, I'll send in the group. Right. Thank you very much.